everybody, welcome to the Incast videocast, not a podcast, I've been told. We got a live studio audience this week, so it might get a little confusing, but stick with us. It's going to be a lot of fun, maybe, probably.
Most likely.
Hopefully. If I'm being honest, I'm a little fucked up. We're going to move on. Darren's broken.
Darren's broken.
We broke him out.
You can't get enough of the bad
I don't even
boys.
know why he's on the podcast.
Actually,
I'm going to lead off.
I think you know what I think we should do
What
right
should we
away.
do?
I think we should do the questions.
Right away?
Right away.
Might as well.
Oh, please.
Might as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, through our Twitter and our delicious Facebook page, we actually had quite a few questions for the podcast, and we wrote them down because we can't afford a printer.
If you don't want to be mentioned, be sure to tell us in the comments below.
Yeah, make sure that if you don't want to be mentioned, be like, by the way, I don't want to fucking be mentioned.
And then we won't do anything about it.
Fuck you, and put in the comments below.
Alright, so, first off, right off the bat, a good friend of ours,
Good friend.
Brett Hansen, has asked the question, which character do we want to see in a future Super Smash Bros. Game, and why? If you've got a why.
Ooh, that's actually a pretty good question.
That's a good question.
I guess I never really got him. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a thinker. You probably
Well,
should.
I already know, actually. I want to see Tingle.
Oh, really?
Yep, because
Why?
Because that's off the top of my head the only game character I know will never be in a Super Smash Bros. Game. And, you know, he might be a ringer.
So
Maybe.
I haven't played them all, and I feel bad for not knowing all the characters. I want to say Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's already
He's been in there.
God
Yeah.
damn it! I knew that was
Actually,
gonna happen.
talking about that, actually, before the newest one came out, I actually wanted King DDD to be in
Okay.
it.
But since he was in it.
Yeah, well, since he was in it.
Is it? I'm sure Slowking's in it.
No.
No.
Not Slowking?
Oh,
No,
no.
Slowking. Yes.
Slowking?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
I like Slowking.
King DDD.
Because he's not even fucking stupid. He's Slowking has like the brain power of a bunch of slowpokes put together, so it's average.
And he wears a crown, and I feel as though that
Yeah.
means you're a king, and you might as well be in a video game.
Can't argue with
Has
that
to
shit.
happen.
Has to happen.
Can't, yeah.
Lucario for a Pokemon character, I'm a little iffy about
give
that
a
one.
fuck.
Yeah, I really
I
couldn't
guess
care.
isn't he powerful though?
He's weak as fuck in the beginning, but the more you beat the shit out of him, the more powerful he becomes.
Oh, okay.
I think that's cool, a cool aspect, but it's like, give me Venusaur.
Yeah.
Well, technically today was a Pokemon trainer.
No.
I thought he got Venus.
No. It was Squirtle, Wartortle, and Charizard.
That's how it was.
Yep.
I like Wartortle. I like the second level of
all
the
of them?
original. Yeah, I like the Ivysaur. I like the
I actually like Blastoise more than I like Wartortle.
Really?
Yep.
I like Wartortle.
I like
for
Blastoise.
Blastoise.
Yep.
Rhino, any thoughts?
I can't add anybody that would actually be in one. So I'm just gonna stay out of this one because
I actually think for once Nintendo, that's the one thing that Nintendo does right. I actually think. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
SSMB.
I can't add a legit Nintendo character that wouldn't be referenced in many other game.
SSB
creators.
does a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
does
a
fantastic.
great fighting series. Anyway, moving on to the next question.
Sorry, Brad, we couldn't answer your question for you, but next time, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off. Natil Erickson.
Natil? That's my
Natil.
sister-in-law.
What single video game has had the largest influence on your life and why?
I actually can answer this.
Alright.
Well,
You gonna elaborate?
it's alcohol.
I would have to actually say Halo.
Which one? The first one?
I would have to say Halo 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd fight you.
Halo
on that
3, I played Pro-Am for quite a while. I'd have to say, like my own lifestyle, I would have to say that would be it, due to the fact that I actually did play professionally for a while.
one. If I had to narrow it down to one single game, I'm gonna have to go with Final Fantasy VII simply because I rate all game stories against that one, and that game is just I played it over and over and over again.
As I say, I've personally seen him beat it twice.
And I love it. Even to this day, I'll go play it right now. Graphics are shit. I don't care. The gameplay is perfect. The materia system, beautiful.
The in-fight graphics of that game are actually pretty decent.
They're okay.
The walking is terrible. Like, they're
Well,
just
yeah.
like walking
The
around.
in-world, yeah.
In-world's bad.
But that's probably, if I had to pick one game that in my entire gaming career was the most influential, I'd probably pick that.
Fair enough.
For me,
World of Warcraft.
Smart money says.
I bet it where I see it.
wow. Well, the truth is, the game that has influenced my life the most would have to be World of Warcraft.
Such shame.
Such
And what?
Boom goes the
I
dynamite.
wish I could
Wait,
say
wait.
Pokemon. Pokemon was the first game I ever beat. Final Fantasy VII is the game I loved the most in my lifetime, but World of Warcraft is the game that I've put the most time into and has definitely...
You'd say it influenced you the most?
I was gonna say, like, if we talked about a franchise, I would say Pokemon.
That's coming up.
Oh, really?
There's a franchise question
Well, I'll
coming up.
shush the hell up.
Oh, well.
Rhino.
Yep,
And
Rhino.
Rhino.
As far as my favorite game, like if we're gonna get to favorites and what influenced me the most, what influenced me the most was Halo 3. I spent the majority of my gaming career on that,
Don't leave me hanging.
and I socialized more with friends on that game than almost any other game. I mean, the only other one that came close was like playing, switch over on deaths or busteds with Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
That was the only other game that came close to the sheer amount of time.
That's fair.
But one of the games that influenced me the most as
You
far
like
as
that?
my pure enjoyment was probably Portal. I mean,
I would like to say right now, Rhino was such a fan of Halo 3 that he used to give us rides to work. We got into his truck, opened his center console, and he had printed off pictures of the armors from Halo 3.
yeah.
It was so geeky.
I actually have a story. One of the first time that Rhino has ever actually wanted to beat the shit out of me is one time I told him that his Halo skills were equal to his picking up chick skills.
yeah,
And
I was mad.
That was
he,
funny.
He
Wow.
I was
actually.
mad. I was in a dark place.
That was probably the
That was
angriest
probably
he ever got.
the meanest thing you've ever said to
I
a
didn't
human
say no.
being.
I didn't say
was
it in a
kicking his
mean
ass.
tone. I did not say it in a mean tone. It was because we were sitting there and I was obviously kicking his ass. And
No, you weren't. Mike was.
oh, was it Mike?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
were
I
sitting
was.
as
Oh,
the
you're
vice
right.
chair.
You're right.
Yeah, we were on the Narrows, man.
Yep.
Narrows.
Yeah, and
Fuck Narrows. Oh.
I love
No,
Narrows.
it was not the Narrows.
Oh, it was the Narrows.
No, it was the winter map where there's the two bases.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the Narrows, bro?
I love
It's
it.
Do you even lift?
Yeah.
Bro, you even
Splash,
bro?
splash.
You even splash, bro? Fuck. I'm terrible
Anyway,
at
let's
Halo.
get back on track here, boys.
I'm so extremely bad at
Actually,
Halo.
before we go too
Wow.
far,
We have more
since
questions.
we're in the spirit of questions, we had a question from our audience, from Seth.
Oh, I was just gonna say that Spiral's where I completely started out.
Spiral's sick, except for the fact that you have to find like 100 fucking dragons, and I found like 12.
Spyro was a solid game, but I wouldn't put it in my influence. But it
No,
was a solid
I
game.
wouldn't either, but yeah,
You know, honorable
Spyro.
mention, fun game, but it wasn't an influence.
Any of you guys? Wes? Well, you
I'm
suck.
with Mike.
Anyways.
Final Fantasy VII.
Final
respect-
Fantasy VII?
I used to sit up all night playing
I'm
with
interested
Kelby
to
and
hear
Darren and all these guys
answers.
just
Yeah,
all the
we-
time. Bunch of nerdy
Final
motherfuckers.
Fantasy VII. I've played a little bit, a tiny, and I can't even say that I've really played it.
I'm actually interested
That's
to hear
disappointing,
Dakota's answer
folks.
here on this.
Dakota Brash?
I've had many games that I've played that have changed what I thought about stuff. Halo 2 being one of my main shooters.
You knew that was going to come
Yeah.
up.
The ending of Halo 2 is the best ending ever.
That's a lie.
He's talking about
Halo's 2
The
campaign is the worst Halo
Yeah.
campaign
No,
next to ODST.
Halo 2's ending is the worst ending of all fucking
As far as
time.
Coda's concerned, Lockout is the only part of Halo 2 that has ever existed.
That's true.
Well, that's because that's like the best Halo map next to Blood
Ever.
Gulch.
Yeah. I love-
Anyway, let's get back to his answer.
Oh, you got ripped for that one.
Now, the Final Fantasy series in general is really changing. I mean, Final Fantasy 7 was good, but like other ones like 9 or 12.
After 10, I couldn't give a shit.
12 was really good.
12 kind of, I don't
Couldn't get enough of that fucking ocean ball game or what the fuck it's
Blitzball.
called.
Blitzball.
Blitzball.
Alright, moving on to our next in the
Hey,
audience.
Brandon.
Adam, would you like to throw anything out?
Yeah, Adam.
I guess life-changing? Not life-changing, but most influential game in my life.
Wow.
No, I actually played the original Fallout and Fallout 2 to death.
I do like
so
Fallout.
Fallout so
Fallout
much,
2.
so much to the point where the first Fallout disc exploded in my computer.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
That's dedication.
That's a well-used game.
That's
Way to go. In-cast clap, everybody. Lost my question.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
Way to go.
The first game explosion in...
Yeah, I have to say
That's
I
fantastic.
actually never hit this. I never hit Fallout 1. I hit Fallout 2, but Fallout 3 will always be my favorite. I know that's butt hurting to a lot of the
Lot.
PC gamers. I'm
Yep.
sorry. Fallout 3 is fan-fucking-tastic.
Yes.
It's a
you know
good
what?
game.
When it came out, I hated it. I bought it. I hated it. I played about 10 minutes of it. It sat on my shelf for about 6 months, and I tried it again, and I got into it. But going from what Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 was to that, it's just, ugh.
I could
Have you ever- have
understand
you-
it being
couldn't
hard.
take-
Yeah, I could see it because it's a completely different game. But have you played the Fallout 3, the one that Black Isle made prior to Bethesda picking it up?
I never played it, but I saw some of it.
Yeah, you can actually go download it right now. They have the full thing
Okay.
for free. You can just go
Check
get
it
it.
out.
I'll check it out.
All right, moving on. This question comes from Jace Brown,
Jace
good friend of ours. If you could have one item from any game, what would it be?
Oh God,
This is
I don't
terrible.
know. This is a hard question.
this is kind of like having sex with your mom.
I don't know about that.
Well,
but
I never
what?
want that.
What? Who
Well, I would-
said that?
Who
You guys are fucking gross.
Super awkward.
You
and all
guys
that
are
stuff.
fucking moms.
why did you do
What a
that?
Ew, gross.
Oh,
One
you ruined
item
a
from a
perfectly
game.
good question. Now
Ew.
it's
ruined.
tainted.
It's fine.
Ew.
I want to bang
What?
Miller's mom too.
I'm gonna go.
See, I hear you.
Same.
Wes wants to
on this-
bang my mom.
Hey, hey, hey,
We're
hey.
on the same page right
Dawn?
now.
Wes wants
We
to
have a legit topic. We have a legit
Okay,
topic.
all right.
My mom watches this, by
Okay,
the way.
the question-
I know. I saw her
The
comment
question
on.
is video game item that
One
you
video
want.
game item that you want. I'm gonna pick one. Now there's cooler items. Like if I was gonna pick up a pure coolness, I might go with Squall's Lionheart Gunblade because that was badass looking. But
Fuck
for functionality, I think after funniness, I'd want the Deku Nut because then I could be like Pocket Deku,
What the
Pocket
fuck?
Deku.
Pocket Sand, Pocket Deku, bitch, and boom.
You could go and date rape every chick you've ever met.
Well, I wasn't going there with it, but sure.
I just think that you could.
Miller wants to bang moms and date rape chips. Just so chicks.
Chips.
Just so
She
chips.
can't get enough of Pringles once you pop.
Don't stop.
Date rape, 1980s motorcycle policeman. That's okay.
Sure.
Anyone else?
Emilio
Let's,
Estevez.
If I had to have one item, like actually in my possession, like I think a Deku Nut is cool, but you have a nut. Like how many do you
No,
have?
I want a pocket full of them, so I could just be like Deku Nut, Pocket Deku.
So you have max of like.
So what's your
No, I mean like fucking just.
Oh, so-
I've got a pair of pants.
No, you can't
Where's my
have-
hands?
it's-
Well, that's
in-game
2 items.
item.
Now you're gonna have a magical pair of
Well then,
pants.
whatever the top bag of Deku Nuts is, I don't care. 30 of them, fuck it.
30 would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Right? I can have fun with.
If
30
you see the
Deku
portal
Nuts.
gun, good answer.
Yeah,
but,
Anyway.
if I'd actually have one item from a video game, I think actually I would take the sniper rifle from Halo.
Really?
You could just go out.
Just
and get a
Sniper
50
rifle
cal.
or beam rifle?
No, the sniper rifle.
Okay. Okay.
Just because that screen it has.
Wait. What about the binary rifle?
Oof.
That's way cooler.
You can see.
than
You
the
can
sniper
no,
rifle.
because with the binary rifle, you can see the beam going to who you are, so it's not really sneaky.
Okay, fair
No,
enough.
I'm gonna take that back. I feel like that's a shitty answer. Because it's a really good question. I feel like should have a good
Right.
answer.
If I was gonna, you see, those just seem like boring.
I mean,
guns to me.
it would be cool to have the Buster Blade, but I don't really play Final Fantasy. And
And
Cloud's
too
not
heavy.
really my thing, but yeah, that'd be super fucking heavy, especially if it was made of like steel or some shit.
Mm.
But it's but Mom, I'm gonna have to say, out of any video, what?
a blitzball.
No. No.
Keep going. Keep going.
Not even in the slightest.
Nuts and balls over there, Mike. I don't know where your mind is tonight. But
Yeah,
There
you're,
is.
I'm gonna definitely
You bring
sleep
up-
on my back.
you bring up balls and
Nuts and.
you Mike, balls and nuts.
balls and nuts.
Mike goes
Does anyone have
nuts.
any- does anyone have any almonds? Like, come on.
Sometimes
Oh, boy.
you feel like a nut.
Can we get back on track here? Let's
Okay.
get back on
Back
track.
on
Let me
track.
think. Let me think of one. You see if you guys can answer. I'm gonna think of a really good one if I can.
What you got right now?
My gut reaction for this question is portal gun.
Oh! Whoa!
No, we already.
I feel so worthless for not thinking about that.
Coda already brought that up.
Yeah,
Way
Coda
to
brought
go,
it up.
Coda
And I was
Brash.
gonna get upset because Coda brought it up before I could, but my gut reaction is portal gun. My secondary reaction is actually a Spartan suit.
Wow.
I didn't think about armor.
Yeah, I didn't think about
That is
armor at all.
fantastic.
Because fuck, you could run as fast as you wanted to, even faster. I mean, I can't run very fast, so a Spartan armor. I mean, that would be like 500% increase in speed.
I have an item.
What do you got?
I have an item in the new 1.5 upgraded edition. I actually don't know if it's 1.5 or 1.4. It doesn't matter. Of Minecraft, you can get a command block.
And that does what?
What you do is you put a command into it, and the world bases it off the command. So say you want it to be day, you put the command in for day into the block, and you hit the button, and it comes day. You literally
Interesting.
have the god of powers.
That's
You
a
do
good choice.
realize that I would be requisitioning your power to suit my needs as a farmer. Like, dude, it's fucking dry. Put a rain command in.
Yeah, no, you can do that
So-
too. Like you can do rain and storm, or thunderstorm.
Well, not
Rain
storm.
dance, bitch.
Just rain. Just rain.
That's fantastic.
That's my answer. I would want a
That's a good
command
answer.
block from Minecraft.
Good answer. What about you, Darren?
What singular item do I want?
I would like the 1,000-year sword from World of Warcraft.
That's not a very good sword.
I didn't. I heard it was bad.
It was fine. It wasn't great. But that was the point. It was supposed to just be for
God,
mods.
that's stupid. Anyway, keep going.
God, I feel terrible because I obviously don't play enough games. I would really just love the... I would love the Lancer from Gears. That's what I want.
The
I want a
chainsaw
real
Lancer?
fucking Lancer.
That'd be
cool.
sick.
I thought about that. I really
I'll
did.
try and make
Can you imagine just walking up to someone like, oh, okay, you have an AK-47, whatever. I have a fucking chainsaw gun. Deal.
Right?
Like, what are you gonna do?
Suck it,
I'll
bitch.
try. I'll
You got
try
nothing.
And make you one. It's. I'm not making
You
promises.
can make one easily, I
but
think,
I'll
too.
try and make you one.
You could
The motor
make
wouldn't
one.
be very big for the fucking chainsaw, but
I think
Take
the
a little
hardest
mini
part-
chainsaw to a 22.
I think the hardest part would be getting those long ass fucking blades on the chain to fit through the chainsaw mechanism.
Right? Well, that's why you have to kind of be an engineering kind of guy.
You know what? I better go back to school.
Go
That's
to
it.
school
That's
for
it.
engineering.
Go back to school.
oh Jesus!
Oh, cheese and rice.
Question from the audience.
It's actually another comment. They actually can't. Or there was a guy from Russia that has a crossbow that shoots saw blades,
Interesting.
spinning saw blades.
Well, good.
Well, yeah, because that'd be really stupid if it's just like...
Yeah, I feel like aerodynamically that'd be terrible.
Just shot a saw blade right at you, like, boom. What the
I'm
fuck
impressed.
is going on?
Yeah, like it would just bounce off. Like
What is this shit?
Yeah, you might as well be shooting butter knives.
4x4.
Same thing.
And like the worst part is not even straight, but like sideways.
I'd have to say though that the most useful weapon from Gears of War would have to be the boom shot. So
No, Hammer of Dawn.
Hammer of Dawn.
No.
Hammer of Dawn.
Hammer of Dawn by far.
After I answer with deep
If
enough,
it's
I
fucking
realize
cloudy, you can't use it.
I'm with Darren.
Got satellite.
Oh, signal
boom
doesn't
shot,
reach. Oh.
Or no boom shot, no hammer of Dawn.
Yeah, if you don't have the boom shot, you don't win.
Okay, here we go.
Dude, I used to kill fuckers with the boom shot all the time.
Yeah, that's the
Shotgun
entire
general.
point. You
Fair
kill
enough,
a lot of
okay.
people with it.
I'm not gonna
No,
lie to
I
you.
used to kill people that had the
Like
boom
if
shot.
I were in a war situation.
Well, yeah, you can kill them, but
Darren.
how many people do you kill with the Hammer of Dawn?
Be
All of
honest.
them.
You say me and you are not me and you, but say your worst enemy is 100 yards down, back like so you're at an end zone and you know. they're at
Okay,
an end
right,
zone.
100 yards.
And you have one choice. You get to pick the Hammer of Dawn or the boom shot. Which one are you gonna pick? Honestly.
Well, I'm gonna ask you: is it cloudy outside? That's exactly it. That's what it comes down to. I would rather have a weapon that I have full control over, the boom shot.
I can understand that, and I'll let it go.
Especially
but if
in the
by
campaign
chance-
mode, like, well, you can't use this now. Like, I want this for the rest of the fucking game. No.
Well,
Sorry.
if you're getting into Gears of War weapons, I mean, you might be underground and you can't use a fucking laser beam from space if there's a, like, 500
Well, yeah, I
feet of rock
understand that,
in
but
between you.
I see you.
It's a great weapon. I love the
Yes.
Hammer of Dawn. It's a
Yes.
fantastic weapon.
I love
It's
it
just
too.
not, if I had to choose.
The boom shot gives you the ultimate versatility. You know, you can use it in any situation.
And plus,
Yeah.
when you use the Hammer of Dawn, you are actually requisitioning, like, another, like, office. Like, you go through the whole
that
deal
hammer's
with
not doing you shit. It's
Yeah, like,
everybody else.
You pull
know?
the trigger and you're like, that's the target I want, and it goes to an office, and they're like, well, okay, sure, why not? Like, what?
Hey, we
see
got a
it, I
guy
see it.
calling in about this thing over here. Can we get that through in the next couple minutes? Oh, shit.
Sorry,
we got,
sir,
like,
you're fucked.
we got 5 other people calling in.
Oh, 4G's
Anyways.
coming
Anyway,
out.
we got more.
We got more
questions.
questions.
Better
Questions?
questions.
Moving
I like
on.
the Lancer. Okay.
Okay. Brandon Cumlin has asked us, what is your favorite game series? I already know, right off the top of my head, right here. I'm gonna go with Resident Evil. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. Even though Resident Evil 6 was a little shitty, it still had its moments that were fun. Leon's campaign was great, and Jake's campaign was pretty good. So I'm a huge fan of that series. I like where the story's gone. You know.
Fair enough.
I'm playing Resident Evil 4 right now.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say that. I've been noticing you've been playing a lot of 4 right now.
Yeah, I'm digging it. I love it. Still just as fun.
Got an answer here, Rano? I got an answer.
If not that, Dead Space.
This is gonna sound really stupid, but if we're talking about franchises in general, Mario.
Really?
Yeah. You can go. You give me fucking Mario Kart. You give me a goddamn old NES game of Mario, Super NES. You give me a Wii. I'll
Any
play
Mario
it.
game's pretty fun, except for the lost levels.
Oh, the lost levels are fucking miserable, but I can beat them if I wanted to. But it's just like they're miserable. Yeah, no shit. But
Challenge accepted.
all right. However, like my favorite games, okay, there's always a downfall to my favorite games, like Halo. Like I fucking hated the end of Halo 2. I thought it was the worst fucking ending of all time. Halo 3's campaign, it was okay. Halo 4 is fantastic.
Halo 4 is
Halo
fucking
4
awesome.
was great.
Yeah. But what I'm getting at is like Mario. I can go to any Mario game. It doesn't matter which one, and I can love it. Like
That's
hands
cool.
down. Like I don't really
I
care.
respect
It's
that
fun.
answer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
say
good.
Mario.
That's good. That's good.
We're not ready.
Okay, I'll go. You please think. Use your brain.
Use that brain
Use this
noggin.
You
noggin.
got that brain in there, and I know you're ready.
Keep that little
Okay,
bit
but
running.
I'll give you a little more time.
No, that's fine.
I gotta say, my very favorite franchise of all time, the one that I've spent the most like legitimate time with, that I technically the most time I've spent with is World of Warcraft. That's not my favorite franchise. Warcraft's not my favorite franchise. I love Guitar Hero.
Really?
Good answer.
Yeah.
That's actually a good answer.
I love Guitar Hero so much, and I'm not even that good at it.
Well, that's a good answer.
I was actually
gonna
the first three were awesome.
Yep.
And the last one,
I loved, honestly, tell you the truth, I kicked the shit out of World Tour, and I felt like it was terrible because I killed it so badly. Like, this is not hard enough. I loved 3. 3
Guitar
was
Hero
amazing.
Metallica was my favorite.
No.
I liked the last one they did, the Warriors of Rock one. That had a good song track.
And you know what? That was where I was like, Guitar Hero is going to branch out and become a real video game. And instead of making the boss battles a big deal, they made them a joke, and I was sad.
Yeah,
I was
they had to
actually,
die eventually.
I was actually going to bring up one of my favorite franchises. It would have been my favorite franchise. I'm looking forward to the future. Would be actually Fallout, Adam, but New Vegas. I fucking hated it.
I'm not a fan.
That-
After 3.
The problem with New Vegas is I feel like they should have just taken an extra 6 months or so to work out the bugs.
Yeah. And
Because
it's not
it
even
felt
the
like
bugs,
a
dude. It's like
terribly
a lot of it.
bugged DLC for 3. That's what it felt like to me.
Also,
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas has well, I understand it's multiple, but from what I got from it, never made. I like the feeling that I got after beating the ending with Yes Man. I never want to play a Fallout game again.
I look
That was
forward to
fucking
another one,
terrible.
but New Vegas, I just...
Great, you did good. That's the fucking ending for
Yeah.
Yes Man. Have you played Yes Man's ending?
No, because I didn't care. I played Mr.
Has anybody
House's.
played Yes Man? That is exactly how it ends. He goes, great. And that's the end.
Good job.
Yeah. It's like, you have to be fucking kidding me.
I was on Mr. House's side. I was like, fuck it, you're with me from the beginning, man. I'm with you.
I should have went with Mr. House too, because I was like, fuck, Mr. House
No,
is
that
shit.
ending was pretty shitty, too.
Oh, well, there we go.
All the endings all around were shitty. Like,
And then, like, the game was fucking bad because there was just, like, there wasn't enough, like places to look at. And it's Vegas. The game is called New Vegas. And it's the same slot machine. And the casinos never change other than the one where they're cannibals.
my biggest problem with it is with any Fallout game that I play. I've only played 3 and 4 or 3.
I've
in
played
Vegas.
2, 3, and 4. Or 2, 3, New Vegas.
The main storyline
and the
has consistently been total shit. Like, I have way more fun on the side shit, going around exploring and doing side missions than I do. The actual storylines have always bored the
But
shit
that's
out
the
of me.
I thought that was the whole point.
Yeah, that's the point of a
Just
sandbox
walk
game,
around
though.
and be a douchebag.
Well, no, they
like-
should still have a good main story.
I suppose, yeah.
Like,
I agree
you
with
know,
that.
like
You're
when you
not
go
wrong.
with Bethesda, the Elder Scrolls games, at least the main campaign has never been my favorite part, but at least it's acceptable. Like,
I actually...
the Skyrim main story, I was cool with. The Oblivion main story, I was cool with. The side missions are
Oblivion,
better.
Well, like-
Morrowind I liked, but Oblivion, I had no fucking clue what the story was.
Well, like,
The Oblivion gates are open.
Yeah, I get that. That's it, though. That's all I got from it was, hey, the Oblivion gates are open. And then I found out that you could beat the game in 15 minutes.
Well, that's any Bethesda game.
That's not true. I think it's the only one that you can beat in fucking... Because all you do is just go to the Oblivion gate and all the monsters level up with you, so you can
I'd
just
say
go...
30 minutes tops for Skyrim if you go straight to the story.
You think
What?
so?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No way.
The only reason it would take longer is because then you have to walk to places.
You think you can beat the storyline in 30 minutes?
30
I
Challenge
think we should
accepted.
make a video about
I'd have
this.
to make a new story. I'm gonna new
That needs to happen on camera. That would,
Yeah,
that'd be
definitely.
kind of awesome.
Anyways, we're going...
Okay.
on.
We got more questions.
Rhino?
I still have yet to answer. I think I have to say my favorite. I don't have any bitches about it. I play a game regardless of whether or not people said it sucked or not. Portal.
The Portal's great.
I love
Portal's
Portal.
great
I
game
love Portal. I
series.
mean, it's puzzles. It's comical. It's
Portal
I mean,
2
it's
is funny as shit.
It's not.
Portal 2.
It's not too serious.
Console Flash, dude.
I mean, like, you can play that game, you can play those games over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
I don't think I
Okay,
could.
alright.
Not
I
that
could. I
much.
could. I fucking could.
That was a few too many overs, but
Yes.
okay, continue.
I could play those games.
Because with Portal, with like Portal, it's like puzzle game. Once you figure the puzzle out, you can do it again
Still.
and again.
Yeah, I
and
just
again.
went through the second one way too quick.
I could play those games forever.
All right.
They are good though. They are good. I'll give you that for sure. I'm not disappointed with that answer at all.
Okay, here's our first question that has nothing to do with video games or anything.
What?
From our good friend Stephen Enlow. Why does the urge to pee increase when you try to unlock the door? I'm going to say it's all mental. And the same thing happens not even if you're trying to unlock the door. If you really have to piss and you go to the bathroom, you're trying to fight your fucking shit, your zipper and whatnot, because you're like, oh, I gotta piss. The closer you are to that toilet, the harder you have to piss.
Question to ask: was that a metaphor, or was that actually unlocking the door to like a bathroom or a?
House.
I think a house.
Oh, yeah,
I think he was going
it's
for
your
house.
front door. Front door.
Because I was thinking like,
I love Steve, but I don't think he's that neat.
Taking pants off, unlocking the door. If she's not willing to do it, sometimes I gotta pee.
If you're getting that
Oh,
metaphorical,
my.
I think you're getting way too
yeah, if you're getting that metaphorical, where you call your zipper and button
Let's just keep it simple.
your front door.
I know, I'm just joking. I've never had that issue.
I've never had it with
I've had
unlocking
it.
a door, but I've had it with, like, I have to piss, and the closer I get to that toilet, and I'm trying to, like, unzip my shit, like, it's not like I'm struggling, but, like, when I'm getting there, I'm like, holy fuck, I've got to piss. It seems like it gets worse the closer I am to that toilet.
Yeah,
that issue.
hey, a lot of people feel that. A lot of people feel that, and really, I think it just has to do with the fact that
It's all up here.
your bladder is angry at you.
If it's a
For
literal
taking so
front
long,
door,
raging down.
I'm just gonna fucking piss outside and
Yeah.
unlock my door with ease.
But, Steve, we want you to feel comforted in knowing it is physically impossible for your bladder to explode. You will piss your pants before that happens.
That's true. We
And
learned
if
that
you're
together.
trying to
learned it
unlock your
today.
front door,
We booked it up thanks to you. Thank
Yep.
you.
if you're trying to unlock your front door and you piss your pants, you don't have to deal with the embarrassment of the outside world knowing that you peed your pants.
Because
Unless
you're
I'm the-
right, you're maybe 20 feet away from a fresh pair of pants. But
Hey, and pro tip for all of our watchers: dribbling a little bit doesn't help.
nope. Just
if you've ever thought to yourself, you know what, I'd rather have a drizzle and a monsoon, just stop thinking about that.
Let it
It's not
bud,
gonna
bud.
help. It's not gonna help.
all right. All right. This question comes from our friend Lucas Bush, and he asks, "Would it be possible for Incast to do a segment on tabletop gaming?"
No.
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 All right, here we go.
No.
No.
3, 2, 1, 0.
No.
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 That was terrible off.
No.
Fuck it.
Good timing.
Continue.
so we can sit there and play
This
Mage
is gonna
Knights
get.
all
This is
night.
gonna be awesome.
The scientific
No,
data
guys.
says that that's fun.
Shut up.
Sorry, Lucas.
Dakota Brash,
Hey, he's in the audience tonight.
right there.
Hi.
We asked us
we brought him to the studio.
to answer his question. What are your feelings on
Hold on.
the?
Hold on.
Hey, whoa, whoa,
Let him ask it.
oh.
Let him ask it. Come in here.
Yeah.
Would you like that? Do you remember your question?
Papa Squat
Hey, no, stand back here. Stand back
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. Go around and ask the question.
Could be a goddamn native and fucking figure it out.
Wow.
Too much.
What are your feelings on the Ouya gaming system?
Yeah. Right there.
Guys.
I would like to say I think it's a cool idea because it feels like it's opening the doors to like independent developers.
Yeah.
It's not AAA shit. It's almost like the Android marketplace, which I hate the Android marketplace for this because they anyone can make a game, but if it works right, I think it could be a cool system.
That's what I like about the Android marketplace is that fucking shunned out fucking apps can get onto those.
Which is awesome if they're not all
Right.
total garbage.
And
which
they
a lot of them
are.
No, they're not.
That when I ever looked, it's
If
like,
I go on any of your guys' phone that has Android, I bet you I find an app on it.
you won't find that because I've got fucking.
I got
Apple.
fucking Apple.
I'm so butthurt that when
Steve Jobs.
everything good comes out on iOS.
Okay.
Everything good comes out on iOS, and
No,
then
it
they have to
doesn't.
dig
No.
around to make it
No.
work on Android. It bothers me.
For me, I think it has the potential to be a solid, cool system if it works right. You know.
I actually
If it all
have
comes out.
a thing to say to it. I think it is a fantastic system, but in the same sense, have you seen the memory on it? That is fucking terrible.
Elaborate
My
for
phone's-
our listeners.
Okay, the memory on it I think was the max. I mean, I'm talking dead max. You can get is 4 gig.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. Garbage.
That's not
Why would
okay.
you do that?
I don't know.
Okay, that's stupid.
Yeah.
But I watched a video on it just to brush up on
So
this, and I liked what they were saying about the whole development process and shit for games. I think it opens the door for a lot of people who don't have the chance to make good games.
It's so I can pay money to play fucking the Impossible game again and get fucking pissed off. That's the point of this fucking machine.
We're all gonna agree in agreement that there's gonna be some good rage quit games to come out of this.
Fuck
yeah.
Yes.
Anyways.
Anyway, moving on. The last few questions all come from the same person. Alright?
Yeah.
We don't know his name, but his Twitter handle is @JamesonRabbit. The first one.
His name is actually Jameson, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, well,
your top 3 anime shows and why. This is more of a question for our anime consultant, Darren Cole, but I will answer since it'll be easier for me.
Thank you.
Right off the bat. My top 3 right now, and this is awful because I'm watching one of them right now, is the one I'm watching right now is Future Diary, which is awesome. It's a great show. I'm like halfway through, and that's good. For anyone who's watched it, you'll know what I mean. Death Note, up until it fucking sucks, is brilliant.
Look at his face.
Piss me
Look
the
at that.
fuck off.
Look at that face.
And
Oh, that's
Yu Yu
amazing.
Hakusho. I fucking love Yu Yu.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
glad
get
we
behind
agree
that.
on one
Spirit
thing.
Run, fucking motherfucker.
No, dude. Spirit Shotgun, dude.
Yeah, those are my top 3. I really like them.
Can I go next because I think I have less experience with anime than even you? My top 2 that I can think of off the top of my head, because I can't really think of another one, are
Top 3, dude, is iffy.
rough. Dragon Ball Z, obviously, and I'm gonna go with Sword Art Online. Those are the only 2 that I've ever watched a majority of, and I've enjoyed the shit out of both of them. I can't think of a third one, so moving on.
For me, it's kind of an iffy question due to the fact that I actually do, out of all 4 of us, other than Darren, watch a lot of anime. I'd have to say, because it is my pride and joy, it is my baby, it is the thing I named my dog after, I'd have to say the Yu Yu Hakusho. SAO would be fucking there if the last, 15 episodes didn't suck fat dick. So I'd have to say Yu Yu Hakusho, Death Note, I love the ending of it. Couldn't have ended any differently. And I'm gonna say... that's such an iffy fucking answer.
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop is fucking sick. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop. Fuck yeah.
Already at 3. You're already
No, I
at
didn't.
3.
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't.
Yu Yu Hakusho, Death Note, and Cowboy Bebop.
You said Sword Art Online.
Oh, you did say that. Didn't you? Wait, no, maybe.
No, I
You
said
said
Sword Art
except for the
Online.
last half.
I said Sword Art Online would be up there if it didn't suck the
okay.
last half.
Before
Alright, I
Darren
apologize.
starts, I want to actually amend my answer since I haven't finished it and it might end up sucking. I would like to remove Future Diary because I just remembered Elfen Lied. I fucking love the shit out of that anime.
Elfen Lied would be really cool with me if the chick wasn't...
Mew, mew.
I don't care about that.
Mew.
The backstory and everything, it was a
It's kinda
solid
cool.
fucking show.
That first episode...
It's so awesome and really dark
So
and
fucking
really
cool.
a good story. I liked it a lot.
Plus, I like that they had, fuck, I can't remember the painter's name.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know what you're
Fuck,
talking
I
about.
totally know
The
it. I
theme
should-
song
yeah.
images, yeah, are really cool. I love that show a lot.
It's a good show, too, actually.
And now for the anime master.
Darren, the crotchular Cole.
The crotchular. That's my crotchular. Okay, when it comes to the best anime, my favorite anime, this is my life basically. Like when I'm not working or sleeping, I'm watching anime, and all of your shows that you guys all said, I like them all. I really do. When it comes to my ultimate favorite, I can understand that some people won't agree with me because I watch so many that I've gotten so picky, and I expect you to also become picky with the ones that you like. So my top 3 come down to number 3 being Ghost in the Shell.
I can respect that.
I can respect that.
I totally forgot about Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell.
It's pretty sick.
First of all, Yoko Kanno is one of my most favorite musical composers of all time. Like, just great music for the show. And the show itself, the subject matter and being a shonen, I love shonen or not shonens. I love seinen so much. Seinens are my bread and butter. I love a serious anime that deals with intellectual and real issues. I love dramas. And not saying shonens are bad, because I watch Naruto and Bleach, and I watch Fairy Tail, and I watch all these. I watch One Piece every week. I watch them all. But I'm saying Ghost in the Shell number 3, very solid. Number 2, Steins Gate. It is the most underrated anime of 2011. If you haven't seen it, you are just the same as every other person alive. Because it is amazing, and it is probably one of my personal favorites, and I understand if you don't like it. But it's my number 2. Steins Gate is amazing.
Yeah, it's great, dude.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Number 1, Cowboy Bebop. Fuck you,
Fuck
Cowboy.
yeah, dude. Right on, dude. This Cowboy Bebop that shit.
I feel like I really have to watch more Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
do.
watch
Yes.
Number 1, Cowboy Bebop.
All you have to do is listen to the song Tank, and instantly you're like, yeah, best show ever.
I've got the official, not. I didn't pirate it. I didn't even pirate it. I bought the official soundtrack. It's in my car.
I have it in my car too. Darren burned me a copy.
Fuck, Dizelle? How do you say that name? Tank. The person who did Tank, the song Tank.
Oh, that's Yoko Kanno. She did it. The seatbelts play it.
She has a band name. That's what did it.
The seatbelts.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Fuck, that's a weird name. I knew it was a band that did it, but...
Super weird. Yoga Kano, seatbelts. Super fucking
The
weird
seatbelts.
name.
Anyway, thank you.
Anyways.
That was my number 3. So
Solid
or my top
question,
3.
Jameson Rabbit. Unfortunately, not all the questions were as awesome. Next question from Jameson Rabbit. Follow him, maybe. If you had $1,000, what would you do with it? First off, stupid fucking amount of money, because that's barely any money. I'd put it in the bank and pay bills.
Can I be honest with you? The camera that's filming us right now,
worth more.
Worth way more. The camera, my fucking dog is not even worth that much. No, I love her.
Well,
she was like 400.
Ish.
If I had $1,000 right now, I'd pay my debt off. I'd pay debts off.
Right.
Yes.
if I had $1,000, I'd pay bills.
Yep.
Give us like
Save it.
100,000
A real amount. Okay, but let's
Stupid
talk
question,
about if we
moving on.
had what if we had a real amount of money?
That's not the question, though. Moving on.
Well, $1,000 is a real.
We could
amount
go
of
on for
money.
hours.
We've been going on so long that we should just keep going.
Moving on.
And this next one could possibly be a big one.
I'm not going to answer. I know what this one is.
Yeah, you do.
Not going to touch it because Mike will be sitting here talking for the next half an hour.
What do you think of a zombie apocalypse?
I think it's stupid and shouldn't happen.
I think
Unrealistic.
It is very unrealistic.
Unrealistic.
The
That's
only
all
way
I
it's
gotta say.
realistic is if it was 28 days later type
Exactly what I was just gonna say.
deal. If it was some type of
quarantine.
rabies type deal.
Yeah, exactly. Some type of rabies that takes over. That's the only way it would possibly ever happen.
Still unrealistic.
It's still,
Even though I would die immediately,
Yeah. I
I would fucking be awesome. I'd be stoked, but it'd be awful because I die immediately.
I'm pretty sure Mike Z, if he didn't die due to a bite or a bludgeoning of some sort, he would probably die due to orgasmic heart attack.
That's true. I fucking love zombies.
It's
I watch The
disgusting.
Walking Dead all the time. Read all the comics. If you haven't played the fucking game and not the shitty Daryl Dixon one,
No,
but the good
that's bad.
episodic one, I almost cried at the end because it's fucking awesome. Play it. I love zombies. Anything zombies. Zombie apocalypse. Bring it on. Fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah,
Okay.
you love everything
Ain't scared.
zombies. What about Land of the Dead?
Land of the Dead's awesome.
I
Day of the
love
Dead
that.
fucking
Land of
blows.
the Dead.
Land of the
that's what it
Dead, I laughed my ass.
Day of the Dead's only awesome because it has that hot chick in it, but she doesn't get naked, so I don't give a fuck.
Anyway,
that.
now we're getting into nudity, so I think
We're gonna move past this
I think
question.
we've
Like
got
honestly,
it
it is
We
a
could go
fantastic
for hours,
question,
but-
Yeah.
It was
if
a
we
good
really
question.
wanted to get into
I'm
zombie
sorry.
apocalypse,
Yeah,
it could take too long.
It would almost need to be its own separate episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
like that's the reason why I said I don't think it's a good idea, just because.
and we're gonna revisit this later because I have news that has to do with zombies. Moving on.
Somebody got zombified?
No.
Anyway,
Last question that we have for you guys, and this is I don't like this one, but whatever. If you and your friends get attacked by ninjas, would you A, sacrifice a friend or two, which doesn't make sense. Okay, never mind. It makes sense now. B, surrender, or 3, because he doesn't know what C is, cry like a baby.
My
you know
answer
what?
to that.
I actually commend his comedic value in changing from a alphabetical to a numerical system.
You would.
I think that's comical.
What I would do,
You would.
I would have to say, the first questions were good questions. You tried too hard, and that was
Right
a really
there.
shitty
Yep.
question.
but you know what? We love you for asking us questions
Yeah.
because no one else on Twitter did. Moving on.
We had a whole. You didn't get the other people's questions?
The one guy asked St. Patty's Day ? I'm like, that's not a fucking question.
Fucking St. Patty's Day. Let's get that guy.
Patty's Day? Yeah, it's a celebratory day.
Yeah, what's the
I don't know
question?
what else to answer that
That's
question.
St. Patrick's. St. Patrick
He
went and
didn't
drove
ask
them.
a question.
We are not going to answer a question we didn't
We
want
need to
answer.
answer the question ahead. The question ahead is
Ninjas.
ninjas. What would you do? I would not sacrifice a friend or anything like that. I might surrender, or I might cry like a bitch, or both. You see, because they're ninjas, and above them is a constant dimension of rafters. So they would just ascend from the rafters and then descend upon me. That's how I view ninjas.
I would just hire a samurai.
Ooh, but
I'd commit
well,
harakiri or whatever you call it.
Harry Carey.
It's Hararakari, not Harry Carey.
Whatever you want to fucking
Who
Don't
wants to
reveal
believe
that.
it's Harry Carey?
Whatever you want to fucking pronounce it.
Harry Carey.
Moving on.
To be honest with you, I'm not gonna answer this fucking question.
I don't like the question, but I thought I'd ask it. Fun for fun. You know, whatever.
what would I do if samurais were after me?
No,
ninjas.
ninjas.
Samurais, you're
Right.
fine. Ninjas, what
If
would
you
do?
would have literally said pirates, I could have been cool with that.
Pirates
The fact
would
that
be
you said
more fun.
ninja, go fuck yourself.
Simple fact.
Well, now,
of the
see,
matter
like,
is,
okay,
I have
okay.
a problem with the question in and of
Just
itself.
making every
Damn it.
fan we have hate me.
I have a problem with the question in and of itself. If they are true, good, well-trained ninjas, I wouldn't have time to.
ninja is.
I wouldn't have time to cry like a bitch, surrender, or sacrifice
That's
friends.
a good fucking answer.
Because
You're right.
they would fucking come out of
Oh,
nowhere.
hey,
I would be
you know what?
fucking dead.
I feel like this guy was testing us, and you just passed it.
Yeah.
just passed and we
You're
all
the only-
lost.
we all lost.
Oh man, we
Oh,
failed.
wow.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving
Hey,
on.
not only did I make that guy look like a dick, I made him look awesome by you and made me look like a fucking asshole. Wow, that was
Actually, your Super Saiyan hair did that all on its own.
Oh, did it?
Oh wow.
By the way, I got my Super Saiyan hair
You
going.
know what? Leave it to the guy
look
without
like
sleeves
Wolverine's
to have the
gay
smartest
cousin.
answer.
That was a good
Perfect.
answer.
That was a great
That was
answer.
fantastic.
That was fantastic. Way to go
Anyways,
for Rhino.
the questions are over.
Done with questions.
Done with questions. Thank you so much for submitting questions.
Yeah,
by
and
the way.
ask more.
And that's
We
more.
loved it.
We
We
do-
loved this. This is fantastic.
Yeah, you know,
This
give
is
us a
fun.
challenge so
This
we
is
actually have shit to talk about besides random news topics.
Yeah.
Which
Talking about random. I'm not gonna get into it.
Come on. Separate
That'll be a mystery. If you want to know what it is,
Oh
put a
man.
comment below.
What
a cliffhanger.
Wow. All right, moving on. Next story. I read. Well, actually, it was Mr. Wes Johnson that turned me onto this one. It has to do with our one of our previous videos called "Is It Gay?" The Westboro Baptist Church. Across the street, there was a house for sale. A man bought it and painted it pride colors.
Good. So
Very
rainbow.
nice.
Yep.
Good.
Good.
Painted the house across the street from the Westboro Baptist Church in a rainbow.
Good.
I might have just said that nothing makes me rage harder than movie theater goers I can't remember that are dicks, but in truth, nothing gets me more pissed off than the Westboro Baptist Church.
They are
And anyone who
ridiculous.
fucking trolls them makes me happy.
I actually can be honest with you and say that they don't make me rage at all. I think that their views are a little stunted. However, they're never violent
a
and
little
they do,
stunted.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
No,
Little
they are.
stunted.
They are. But as an American, I feel as though they deserve their opinion just like everybody else, and I think it's very unfair to sit there and.
I don't feel like they have an opinion. I feel like they live to troll everything. That's what I feel like
That's
they
what
do.
they. I agree. I mean, personally, yes, I do think that it's a little outrageous what they do. But like I said, they don't make me rage because they don't go and sit there and shoot people because
That's
they're
true.
fucking
I don't-
gay.
Okay,
They don't-
here's what Miller's saying. Miller's saying they don't get physical. They have the right to free speech. We also have the right to free speech to hate on them. They have the right to free speech to hate on us. It's just
And also, I feel as though if the Westboro Baptist Church didn't exist, some of my favorite pictures would never exist.
that's true.
Like Dick Tastes Nummy.
Oh man,
That picture's fantastic.
Yep. I'll give you that. The fact of the matter is, I fucking hate them.
I'm not a fan of them, but I
Yeah,
mean,
they're certainly not on my top 5 favorite list.
but like I said,
I
mean,
wouldn't
to
say
each their own.
not a fan is not strong enough for me. They're one group of people I actually fucking hate.
I don't hate them.
I think that's a form of child abuse to hate they're teaching their kids. Like that's
You know,
unbelievable.
well-
That's that. I could go off for hours for this because that's no different than a lot of things that I could think off the top of my head.
We actually, I feel like we're getting
we're getting
okay.
political.
We're getting a little
This
too
is too
political.
We're getting
You're
I
right.
agree.
You're right.
We like to keep it.
I just
I
thought
do-
I
I
just
do-
thought
I
I'd
do
throw
agree.
out that nice trolling
No,
that so
I do
random
agree.
guy
I do
would
agree that my personal views towards them I don't favor their opinion in any way, shape, or form. I don't think it's fair what they say or what they do, especially when it comes to certain people's funerals. That you respect the fucking dead. That is one thing. I don't care. You want to go hate gays? I'm fine with it. Whatever. Gays hate you. You hate gays. Whatever. But that man that is in the ground cannot defend himself. I find that very unfair.
All right.
Moving on.
Moving on. One thing. I said I'd return to zombies, and I will. Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Oh my God! I'm from Iowa.
Yeah, Cedar Rapids, Iowa is they either are making or already have made a zombie camp, and it's zombie survival camp, and it's basically to teach kids just like survival skills, but they base it around a zombie apocalypse. It teaches them how to like live off like land and shit. So that's really cool. It's like space camp.
So it's like New Age Boy Scouts.
Basically,
New Age Boy Scouts.
That's cool as shit.
That's not new.
I like that.
Yeah, it just
I like that. Boy Scouts.
Yeah, in Cedar Rapids, but that's been around for a while. I remember watching G4 back when they had.
We will not name that blasphemous Esquire bullshit.
Yeah. By the way, anyone who fucking G4 can fuck itself now. But no, I remember watching G4 when it was cool. And they had an Attack of the Show episode. It would have been probably first season that it came on because it was the girl before Olivia Munn. And I remember them doing a zombie apocalypse camp. I'm not sure if it's exactly like you're saying, but
I
looked into it, and it's all about like they're just giving like the storyline of that, but it's like to teach kids about living off the land and stuff.
I don't know about kids.
Well, it's like
it's not like a kid's.
It's not like 5-year-olds, but you know.
I feel like
it's like a summer camp type deal.
Yeah, it's Boy Scouts 2.0.
It's like space camp us versus a kids.
So it's like literally Boy Scouts without the Mormonism.
It's like this group of kids is finally being cool in the 90s.
Mormons own the Boy Scouts.
Well, there you go.
It's Boy Scouts with headshots. That's what it is.
Perfect.
That's
Which would have made Boy Scouts way cooler.
That's much better. I like that. I like that stuff.
I'm pretty sure, isn't it Boy Scouts that's basically owned by the Mormons, right?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't know about that. I can't say you're wrong. I can't say you're wrong, but I don't know if you're right.
Yeah, I don't know if you're right or wrong.
I'd look into it. I'm pretty sure it's the. No, I'm pretty sure it is the Mormons that own. Like basically.
Are you sure you're not thinking of the Illuminati?
This is one of those situations where she should probably have someone with a laptop. Yeah, don't just talk about the Illuminati.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
What's gonna happen?
Does anyone
Rhino dies?
Hey,
Ryan
you
never
guys
shows
know
up
that
again.
Rhino's not going to be in the next however many videos till his brainwashing is over?
I really thought that we should bring that up, that I'm not going to be in the videos, but I didn't want to be too narcissistic.
You are that. Just because you brought that up, you were very narcissistic.
Rhino's going to probably be gone for a while.
Unfortunately, because of the season coming up, Rhino will no longer be a part of our videos. Every time the time
for a little while, when he can, he will, but...
Yeah.
So just letting you know.
We live in an area of the world where we have 4 seasons, and he's a farmer. If you can't tell by his tattoos, so he has a very limited amount of time where he can make money.
Yeah. So,
I think that's enough. That's all I wanted.
Yep.
You know, we can move on now.
Well,
back to the Illuminati and the Boy Scouts.
I feel as though this podcast is getting old.
Right, I feel like we've been going for a while, and we can take it down.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
Does anyone have a word? What's the word? Rhino, I thought you said you had one.
Actually,
word?
guys,
the word.
I have the word.
You haven't heard about the word?
What's your word, Mills?
Bird.
Oh, for fuck's sake.